to you all, and welcome to Bad Day Excellence, the podcast where we transform tough days into opportunities for growth. I'm Brian Walsh, an optimist with over a decade of experience in marketing, leadership, and personal transformation. In that time, I have shed more than 100 pounds, run a marathon, built a successful freelancing business, and worked with some of the most inspiring people I have ever met. I'm here to help you build habits that create clarity, success, and a meaningful life, even when life feels chaotic. Every week, we'll dive into the art of habit formation and how you can apply it to your career, parenting, relationships, and beyond. Ever have one of those days where everything goes wrong? Your alarm doesn't go off, you're exhausted, your motivation is nowhere to be found? Yeah, me too. That's why I created Bad Day Excellence, a system designed to keep you moving forward, even when life throws a curveball. In today's episode, we're breaking down how to prepare for bad days before they happen so you don't completely fall off track. I'll share my personal strategies for staying consistent even when I feel like doing nothing. If you've ever struggled with building habits that last, this episode is for you. Ready to turn a bad day into your next breakthrough? Let's get started. Over 20 years ago, I won an award for positive mental attitude. It sounds ridiculous, but this award was so prestigious amongst all of my high school varsity soccer players. Listen, I wasn't a starter. I only made varsity my senior year, but I was there when my team needed me. You might ask yourself, why was this award so highly regarded? Well, it all starts with Coach Duffy. Coach Duffy was a math teacher at my high school, and everyone loved him. He was a former alumni of the high school, and he came back as a teacher. What a legend, right? I never actually had him as a teacher, but it was hard to avoid his presence as everybody would shout out whenever they saw him, "Duffy!" and high-five him as they walked past his classroom. Coach Duffy, he had this energy about him that was just so freaking contagious. He was intense, but totally approachable. As a freshman soccer player, I didn't get a lot of exposure to Duffy's lessons, but when I made the freshman basketball team, I found out firsthand his secret sauce: positive mental attitude. He would tout the fact that he could do anything as long as he had his positive mental attitude with him. He could even conquer a cold. You guessed it, his positive mental attitude was the key to his success. He would even say with so much intensity, "I eat germs for breakfast." And if you weren't looking at how intense his gaze was, you would think it was hilarious when you heard it. So when I was awarded the PMA award at the varsity soccer postseason banquet 4 years later, I knew I was in the Hall of Heroes that would carry the power of positive mental attitude out into the world. Positive mental attitude is with me every day and every moment, especially on the lowest of lows where I lack any motivation or feel the crushing weight of life's chaos. This is the core of Bad Day Excellence. Bad Day Excellence is 1 part planning and 5 parts mentality. Let me repeat that. 1 part planning, but 5 parts mentality. It's a recipe to build lasting change through consistency. Bad days will happen to everyone. Maybe you're too tired to work out, too busy to focus on your goals, or just not feeling motivated. That's totally normal. But instead of giving up, Bad Day Excellence helps you keep going with a simple backup plan. Here's how it works. Step 1, expect bad days. Life won't always go as planned, so be ready for it. Step 2, have a backup plan. This is plan B, but pick a small, easy action you could do when things go wrong. Super small, right? Step 3, keep moving forward. Even tiny steps help you stay on track. Listen, folks, progress is progress. It doesn't matter on the size. For example, if you're too tired to go to the gym, just stretch or go for a short walk. If you want to buy something you don't need, wait 5 minutes before deciding. These small actions make a huge difference over time. With Bad Day Excellence, bad days don't have to stop you. You'll still make progress no matter what. I'm not asking you to become all doom and gloom. This isn't like negative thoughts. In fact, I want you to do the opposite. Say to yourself, tomorrow, I might not be able to do what I want to do, But that doesn't mean I can't make progress. Even when I had COVID, I felt like I was on my deathbed. I still told myself that I could get better and that this was actually just an opportunity for my body to re-energize itself. Like, I slept for like 24 hours. I couldn't move, but I still found the light. This is why it's mainly a mindset shift. Remember, I said 5 parts mindset. You have to accept that we can't control everything and keep working towards progress, not perfection. Hey, if you're enjoying this content and think somebody else could benefit from it, consider sharing it with them, or even add a 5-star review so that we can get in front of more people and turn their bad days into excellence. Thank you so much. I know I get on here and preach consistency and tiny steps, but one of the biggest myths we subscribe to when we're making any meaningful change in life is that we need motivation to do so. We often will get inspired by someone's words to look inward and reach for the stars. But this is external motivation. It will only carry you to your first bad day. So let's walk through creating your bad day excellence plan. The first step is to identify your goal. I'm just going to pick a random idea. Let's say you want to fit in the dress you wore to that wedding 5 years ago. You felt so amazing when everyone looked at you as you walked in. Bonus side note, I hate goals that aren't attached to a feeling. Everything we do is emotionally driven. So build your goal around how you feel instead of the exact destination. You may or may not have a deadline for this goal, but the only thing that shifts is the amount of consistent effort you have to put in. So let's say you have 10 months and you need to drop 4 sizes. A lofty goal indeed, but with a plan in place, even on the bad days, your success goes up. Okay, so first we'll tackle the diet. You eat pretty healthy in general, but on the weekends, you and the girls like to hang out and drink wine. We don't want you to do something drastic like not hanging out with your girlfriends. So what could you do that is still progressing towards your goals? Maybe we limit to 1 glass that night and not one of those novelty glasses that hold the whole bottle of wine in that glass. Or maybe drink so much water that day you don't feel hungover the next morning and are willing to go for an extra walk. Want quick tips to grow and improve every day? Follow me on Instagram at WalshMeGrow for life lessons, personal growth insights, and snack-sized content to keep you inspired. Okay, now that we've built a plan for that bad day scenario, let's move over to, let's say, exercise. You know you have to put in the time in the gym, but you're busy carting the kids around town to whatever activity is on your calendar. You've been squeaking in a workout 2-3 times a week, maybe? But what could we do if your dance card is full and you can't work out? Maybe just stretch before bed or go a little bit bigger and make it fun for the whole family. Find a workout video on YouTube and play it on the main TV and everybody does it. Your excellence action needs to be so small that it can be done at any given moment so you still feel the momentum of progress. I wake up every morning at 4 a.m. to work out. This is the only time I can guarantee I can work out. But I am not successful 100% of the time. So my bad day excellence plan is to just start with my stretching routine. It's very simple, 5-10 minutes. I always feel good after it. It's rolling out, just doing some active stretching. 10 minutes later, I realize I already started my workout. And I tell myself, well, you've already warmed up, so why not just do a little bit more? That momentum pushes me into success. But even then, I have found myself not wanting to do leg day. So I'll strap on a 20-pound vest and walk on a treadmill while watching TV, scrolling social media. I still burn a lot of calories, and I feel happy that I did something. You have to do something. You know what else is a benefit of implementing bad day excellence? Less stress. Because you already have the plan B for when things go wrong. You don't have to worry about the compounding pressure you put on yourself for not being able to execute to perfection. Progress, not perfection. I can't say this enough. That's the name of the game. Stress comes from everywhere. And if you can relieve just one area of your life, that is a win in my book. We're building lasting habits, and we're in this for the long haul. And Bad Day Excellence will help you build the resilience to achieve your goals. So here's your challenge this week. Pick one core habit you want to maintain long term. Then grab a piece of paper and split it into two. On the left-hand side, write 1 to 3 real-life obstacles that throw you off track. Then on the right-hand side, you're going to define an excellence action. This is the absolute minimum that still keeps you in the game. And then mentally accept that this action counts as progress. Create reminders, phone alarms, sticky notes, calendar prompts to reinforce this plan, and share your bad day excellence plan with an accountability partner or even me on Instagram at Walsh Me Grow. As always, I will post up on my blog at baddayexcellence.com some additional takeaways and resources for you to build good habits. While you're at it, I want to hear from you. Leave a comment on this episode with your bad day excellence plan or any questions you may have around the bad day excellence mindset. I'm Brian Walsh, your guide to habit crafting and your biggest champion. Thanks for tuning in to Bad Day Excellence. See you next time.